I'm struggling. I'm having a hard time with it. And I have a place to direct it, but it's making my mind so scatterbrained that I don't even like know where to begin.
What makes it worse?
So I started my list. I got my list. I started my list. I got my storage, stuff that's going to go to storage, stuff that's going to go to our new little Adobe casita. We got one, Ma. We got an Adobe casita. I just follow my heart, and then it brings us to where we're supposed to be. It gives me chicken skin. But I can give myself chicken skin anytime I want because of my magnetic field. My magnetic field. A magic. A Margic. A Margic. It's Marge. It's my first name plus my last name, Marge Hessick. Margic. Margic. A Margical. A Margical. You named me just right, Ma. How did you come up with Margaret's? Is it because there was somebody on both sides of the family with that name? Your mom and Greg's aunt? Nanya? Mark, is that why you named me that? So I didn't have any say? What would you name what would you name me if you wouldn't have named me after, if you would have come up with something on your own if you're original? Knowing me at 50 years now, what's a good name for me? Look at me. I'm not over there. Look at me. Hey, I'm right here. Do you see me? What's a good name for me? What's a good name for me? Oh, so Smiley?
Smiley.
So that's a good name for me, old Smiley. Except when I'm like this. I'm less.
Look at the cat. Got a cat?
What?
There's a cat up there?
Where?
On the
TV?
On the stand, yeah.
No. How you feeling today, Mom?
We went back.
Are you feeling the Uranian energy too? Are you disorientated?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you feel spacey?
No, I don't feel spacey. I just feel.
Want me? Is it the light? You want me to turn off the light? Is that making it? Is that hard?
Yes, it's hard.
Okay. That's what I thought. All right. See, people don't realize how things affect. Is that better?
Yeah.
Is that better?
Yeah.
See, because when you get like stimulated in the wrong parts of your brain, it makes it hard for the other parts of your brain to think. And governments and control freaks know that. So the world is like going. It's because it's just so crazy. It's so crazy. I don't even know. I'm not. Basically, the only way I can believe a story to be true, if it's right in front of me. But a couple weeks ago, I don't know how long it's been. God, time is just, we're not even on the same timeline as other people anyway. Benny, one over here? Benny! He said, no, Marge, this is you know what I gotta do is I gotta take a picture of the living room and try to mimic the setup to make, because we're gonna be sleeping in we're gonna have like the living room side and the bed side where the bed is, and it'll be okay. It'll be okay. It's a different shape, so I gotta try and figure out how to make stuff fit and stuff. And I'm not good with space, and I wish I had friends to help me out, but I don't. So I guess I should try and be a better person to, I struggle with flakes. I just really struggle with flakes. And Taos is full of them because they've never had to be accountable for anything. There's no sense of urgency. It's just like, maybe we'll get there. They're supposed to live. They're supposed to live. So last night was kind of stressful because it was a nice evening and we're all shut up in here, and the landlady was here, and we haven't spoke since she yelled at me, and I'm not in the right place that I can have a conversation with her. You want to hear a funny story, though?
Yeah.
I haven't seen her in a couple months, because, she hasn't been around on the first, so, she's just been a flake. But everybody knows that she's a flake, so it's just her being her. But I'm thinking that she's a person of, integrity, and boy, was I wrong. So I won't think that no more. I won't make that mistake no more. So, I saw her and I was like, God damn, she's put on so much weight. She's very unhappy. Not much. She's only like 6 years older than me. She ain't that much old, But she only stopped coke 7 years ago, I mean, because it deteriorated. It was wrecking her body. Like, either people do it till it kills them, like drink, drugs, pills, whatever it is to make their medicine, They do it till it kills them, or they stop, But it doesn't, just because they stop. I mean, a lot of people that do that shit do fucking nasty, shady shit all the time. They're like fucking shady people. It's just a lifestyle. It goes with it. It's not like pillars of society, The upstanding are freaking doing they are too, but because it's all a mess. But anyway, she just looks terribly, terribly unhappy, and and people get what they deserve because they're jerks. And so, but she was out here and she had like they had all the kids running around. And when I started to do my talk last night, I went into the bedroom to close the window, and there's a little kid standing there. And I just don't like that, And then I'm like, hi. And he's like, shh. Like, you're fucking shushing me in my own fucking... Like, get the fuck out of here. You're playing hide and seek? I don't care. He's over here. Fuck. I mean... Artie's just wound up because there's people running. I mean, he's just, But this new place, it ain't going to be like that. It's quiet. I went over there today, this morning, and took a couple pictures so I can try and kind of map it out in my head. It was early, too. It was 9. So I'm glad that the Suburban is real quiet. She idles real low, and I pull in nice and slow. What's the co-star for today? Your body is scarred. That is absolutely true. My body is scarred. That's true. Do best interest, timing, prioritization. Don't speed dates, fickleness, bouncing back. So I went over and took and I got some pictures and Mom, are you excited? And I found a double stack washer and dryer. And that's what they had in there the last time. So, and then coming through, back through town, I had to go through all the, go back on the back roads because there was some kind of funeral procession. Somebody that's important to a lot of people in the community, because if anyone was going to rob a bank and shit, today would have been the day, because I think we could put the dresser in the TV right there. Booyah. I think we can. That'll be all right. Sweet. Maybe we'll just take the door. I'll ask him if I can just take the bathroom door off. No, because Ma, you like it to sleep with it dark, huh? But we'll see. And it has a swamp cooler and a fancy hotel cooler. And those hotel coolers freaking cool some shit, right? So I'm just going to kind of just like chill out and kind of just come back in, And that because I woke up this morning at like 6. I get up every morning at like 5:30. But after I got to a place where all the dogs ate and went out and stuff like that, I went ahead and got my storage unit, and then so got that all squared away, and then I went into town at Ace to get a lock for it. So I'm doing stuff, but I just don't feel compelled with all this freaking full moon shit. Oh my god! And people are just everywhere. It's like they don't know. I saw a sheriff walk like up from here, like he jaywalk. I like these people. It's like, okay, can you tell me which laws I'm supposed to follow and which ones I'm not? But the ones that are like theoretic, because like it's so confusing. Oh, I didn't finish the landlady's story. So I saw her and I hadn't seen her in a few months, like 3 months, and she's put on a substantial amount of weight. And so that tells me that she feels bad about herself. And so I told her last year, I said, when you start getting stressed about stuff, get a little dumbbell and just lift it and do it like 100 times. And then you won't be stressed about that thing no more. And then do it, what you do to one side, you got to do the other. Keep it balanced, you know? And I guess that's easier. So, personal choices, you know? Everybody has their path and whatnot. So, they were like in the front yard, and there were the dog, like there all the dogs running around, and like the boy, and they're, ooh, everybody kumbaya, you know. And I'm watching through the and like the landlady's in the hammock, and the daughter's sitting on the ground, and it's like, oh, they're look, they like each other in this moment, you know. They hate each other the rest of the time, but ooh, unity, kumbaya, symbiosis, family. Oh, how wonderful, right? Well, the hammock thing is just freaking funny, because if people listened to it last year, the way they had it set up, now it's these people are not very intelligent. It's just how it is. They don't know how to do shit like hang up a hammock. Can't. It's just, it stumps them. I'm telling you. So it bugs me. You know, but we're not going to be here much longer, so I could do whatever to keep the peace. Yeah. Let's hope I can. I'm kind of ornery. I get it from my mom, Marie. Say hi, Ma. So, I go out this morning, or just a minute ago, I rolled a little pinner just because I want to freaking just like chill out, because I'm just like, thank goodness my Uranus is in Libra. So I look up and I notice this. Here's the hammock. When I went to bed, the landlady was laying in it, and it tore right through. To have seen that would have been cool. That's enough satisfaction for me. Because be a jerk to people that aren't a jerk to you. It comes back. I know this because how many times have I been the jerk? Huh, Ma? How many times have I given you my smart mouth and then like walked into a wall, like a door or something? You know what I mean? Like the universe quickly checked me. Check, don't talk to Mom like that. Whack, whack. I remember, I'll never forget that woman, because I used to talk to you. Well, I got a mouth. I speak in what I think are matters of facts. You and I were down at the K Street Mall in Sacramento. I think we went down to see Jerry or something. I don't know what the occasion was. You and I just went down. I don't know. And I was giving you my smart mouth, and this woman stops and she said, "Don't you talk to your mom like that ever." And I think I would say the same thing too if I ever heard a young girl getting snotty with her mom. And I know that there's parents out there. I got one on the other side. My mom didn't raise no dummy, but my dad did. Oh, because I get my dummy from him. I get my ego. I get my bronze. I get Mom's smile though, huh, Ma? So I was gonna go down and walk. Hey, Minnow Pancakes, glad to see ya. I was gonna go down. You know what? I was gonna go downtown. I'll be right back and walk around, but it's too people-y. I fucking can't stand. They're tourists or NPCs. I think they're just bloop bloop bloop. Go into the shop, man. Bloop bloop bloop. But spend $6 on a street taco. Get gold coins. Bloop, bloop, bloop. Bent Street. Buy a New Mexico t-shirt. Bloop, bloop, bloop. All right. I finally brought it in. There it is. I got it. Thank you, mental pancakes. See, that's where I freaking got a little zealous. I'm not aggressive. I just have masculine energy placements all over. On my shoulder. They're everywhere. I'm doing the best I can with what God gave me. Huh, Ma? UPS tracking. Was there? Oh! Alrighty. Oh no, they put it over.
You put it over it?
I can't see that. They put their... I want the address. Hey, Mental Pancakes, if you're still there, email me your address. Because they put the sticker on it. Where's my pocket knife? Oh, I got this one that DM sent me. I always got a pocket knife. I don't know which one is the knife. That's the scissors. Yeah, if you email me at straightpeoplelike.rainbows2@gmail.com, I'm gonna keep trying to get this off because you've taped over it, so that's cool. So it won't. I'm getting it. You're in Michigan. Trout's in Michigan. Trout is a dude that I was in the Air Force with. And dude, they fucking had an aneurysm at work, I guess. I think I was on leave or something. I think it was around whatever Ronald Reagan died. Because homeboy was having cuz Ronald Reagan was visiting homeboy in his hospital room. So, I think that's a trip. Everybody thought, oh, he's on drugs. In the way he had his aneurysm, like, they basically took his face off to get to it. It's just like, so, like, it was so weird. Like, and his scar on his head was so ginormous. And Trout was, I call him Trout. His name was something else. I call him Trout. Because whenever I looked at his name on his name tape, it looked like Trout to me. He's a good old boy. He's from Michigan. So I'm getting some of it. I can't get the... I could look up the last part of the frickin'... I lived in a half... I think we're moving into a 3/4 place. Like it's the address and then it's 3/4. To let people know. Like it's A, B, C... Or A, B, 3/4 and then C. And the dude that freaking lives next to us, I guess he tried to have a puppy and it didn't work out. I said, dude, my dogs are all old. We're just going to go out in the carport. They'll do their business and I'll hose it off and clean it up. It ain't a thing. And it's and I can close the gate so the Suburban's safe too. I think I got it. I think I almost got it. Well, send me an email anyway, and then I'll get permission. Oh yeah, water's life, man. Speaking of, did that today. Had a couple of occurrences with water. There's a water truck. When I drive in the back way through town to avoid all the there's a fire hydrant, and I see usually a woman, sometimes a woman and a dude. Today it was a woman and a dude in a big old water truck. And they're connected directly to a fire hydrant. And I'm like, how does that happen? Why can't everybody just do that, right? Why? Because people gotta live expensive, extravagant lifestyles on the backs of others. And I'm seeing more articles, water articles, where like cities, towns are running out. America, like access, like infrastructure, like it's gonna get bad. Haul water, chop wood. Everyone's gonna get their chance. I don't care how soft your little hands are. Everyone's going to get their chance to ride planet Earth. So, thank you, in case I didn't say it. They were there, filling up. And so this time I pulled over and I was like, hi, I'm Marge. No, what did I say? I roll up the window, I roll up and I was, hi, come in peace. And they're like, okay. And the girl comes over and we chat a little bit. And I gave her a couple of snacks for her brother. And gave her the spiel. And introduced myself, and thanked her for going to work so people could have water today. Pretty much. Yeah. Then I went in the store and then I just like, well, what? I was going to get, it was too busy. It was like 9 a.m., 8:30, 9. Now it's like 9, maybe closer to 10. And so I should have gone before I did anything else. I should have stopped in there first. I didn't. So there ain't nothing that we need, and I'd probably rather, go out early like Sunday or Monday anyway. Just so, talk to some people. Yep. Maybe if I could get someone to come over and just like hang out with Mom at the new place. Yeah, because there's a stair to the bathroom and I don't want her to have to contend with anything. So I think I'm going to see. I don't know. All I can do is pray. Is like, help me help her, God. Help me help her. And I think that's how, dude, all this started April 9th is all this stuff started. And I knew it was going to be a big shift because all of my 3 predominants, Cancer, Rising, Scorpio, Moon, Aries, every sun, they all freaking mention rental agreements and and stuff like that. And so I'm like, okay, it's happening. And then when shit went down on my birthday, and then I saw the ad in the paper. I washed the Suburban. She's so pretty, Ma. She's all happy. The Suburban.
Oh, that's nice.
Today's Earth Day.
Okay.
Yeah. Um. I knew it was gonna be okay when I found out her name was Debbie, because Debbie gave us solace. When Jerry moved down to go live with his dad, Greg,
Yeah.
in Paso, and you're like, no, I can't leave him down there with that guy, right? Like, we got to get closer to support him. And this was a time that he was drinking too,
Oh.
Jerry's freshman year.
Yeah.
So
Makes a difference.
so we started to make our way, you, me, and the cats, 2 cats in the car, and the car broke down
Yeah.
around Visalia. And I started school at Rother, and school had just started. And so, but we packed up, moved, and then got as far as Visalia or so. Which it worked out because that was at the same time my Aunt Margaret was at the end of her life, so we were there to see her at go to the hospital and to Tulare and visit her.
Oh.
We got to do that.
That's so good.
Yeah. So
That's nice.
you and me did.
Yeah, that's nice.
She was by herself, I think. I don't know where her sister was and all that, but whatever. We don't come from a close, tight-knit family. Good boy, Beanie. Come on, Beanie. Come here, pretty boy. Come on, sweet bud. I know you want up here. Good boy. Good doggy. Good boy, Beanie. Come on. Good boy. Marge will help you. Oh, good
Good
boy.
job.
Whoop.
Good job.
He said, Marge, don't make it in the back and go higher than front end, Marge. Don't do that to Billy, Marge. Billy don't do cartwheels and is not a starfish. We love you, boy buds. Love you, boy buds. All right, where was I? I don't know where I was. Okay, so we got down to Visalia, and the car broke. And we stayed with you. You went to high school with Debbie. Yeah, and she had a daughter with MS and was in a wheelchair. She had the brightest spirit, man. That girl, she'd light up the room. She just get so happy about stuff, you know. I just like, oh man. And then like Debbie had a scooter, and I remember one day she was all giving us kids a ride on it. But I didn't go to school that whole time, 7 weeks. So I went to Rother and then didn't go to school for 7 weeks, and then we ended up in Los Osos, which was closer to Jerry, but still like 36 miles. And we had an old car. And we lived with that, and the cats stayed in a rabbit cage in the front yard because the lady that we were staying with didn't want them in the house. And I'd go out after school because school sucked so bad. Because I was always fucking new, man, everywhere. And people are fucking assholes, and then they grow up to be assholes. And I'm still moving around. Fucking shit. I'm still moving. I'm tired. Jesus. And then, so I was only there long enough to watch the space shuttle blow up. Just a couple months. And then, like, I had a teacher. He was a peculiar dude. He was gay. I always knew what gay was because I had an uncle that was gay. So I knew what was gay was. Like, he liked men. You know, they like it was just a thing. And people didn't make a fucking issue out of it. They didn't have fucking praise that for it. They didn't get out of hand. They didn't. Everybody just everything got so out of hand. So Los Osos, and then I went to Flamson. So I go to these small schools. I'd always gone to these small schools, and then I get to Flamson. I'm 6th grade, right? I'm 12. I've been through a lot, and now they're like, you got to take a shower, and I'm like, I don't want to get in the shower with a bunch of other girls. Please don't make me. Yes. Then I would fail PE because I didn't want to do that. And I had mean teachers that would be like, okay, go in, and like would with their clipboard stand there and it's just, don't make people do shit they don't want to do, man. Because not all of them hold their shit like I do. And I don't know how, actually, I don't even know how long I can keep, like, holding my shit. Like, I think when people get older, they lose the ability to hold their shit. I don't want to lose my ability to hold my shit, you know? So, and then we had, like, you know, I had to change classes. It was like, you know, going to high school. And I had to adjust that, and I had a black coat, and I just wore this black coat, and I'd freaking sweat and smell. But it was my security blanket. People couldn't see me. Now, you gotta understand, I'm 12, but I'm already, like, fully developed. I'm halfway to fully developed because I started when I was 9 years old. So, my hormones are already just everywhere. So, but I just have to, and oh my God, I can't believe how I masked. I masked all the way to this. That's a lot of putting up with bullshit. That I don't want to put up with bullshit anymore. And my Chiron return is coming back around, and you know I freaking got rid of, you know, drinking alcohol, smoking cigarette, like all the shit that's bad for me. The only thing I have left is my cookies. Sometimes I'll smoke a doobie. But I don't even like smoking because I don't like the way it makes the smell of it. I don't like the stale smoke smell. So I tried to call a bunch of people this morning and nobody was around, so that's why I'm doing this talk. Oh, so Flamson. Mr. Oilers. Actually, we watched a Challenger mission, like we watched it in Los Osos, but we were in Mr. Oilers class, and at Flamson. He was a young teacher. He's a little. I don't know how to describe him. He wore Dockers, and we wore like those real thin, like almost knit ties. I don't know, but he was a big guy. Like, I don't know, but it was his class that we watched on TV. The Challenger blow up, or what they told us was the Challenger that blew up. Because when you see it on TV, it's all regularly scheduled programming. I mean, they tell us, and people are just like, no, that doesn't happen. My email is straightpeoplelikeRainbows2@gmail.com. If you're still there. Straight people like rainbows too. That's what my t-shirt says. Oh my God, everything I touch, I'm just like, I have to move that. I'm not, and then my back hurts, and there's so many things that are happening all at like once. But soon hopefully by Friday I'll be the dude will want to look at the van and buy that, so that'll be one less thing. You know, here's a funny story. I got my registration for the Suburban. I never got, when I bought it, I got the title. I was like, how do I register? You know, like they never sent me, they never sent me anything for the registration. So I've been driving around for a year without a sticker, thinking that, but I mean, nobody's ever, because I guess you could have one where it's I don't gotta register it, and that's the van. That's my disabled plates on the van. And then my second one, hey Stan Lee, good to see you, Napski. Just had a Napski. Don't bother me. I'm gonna hit the hydration station. He is gonna have this whole ledge that has like a window in it. I think he's gonna like that. The one of the down things is it's cooler in there, but there's not a whole lot of windows where I can like open screens and stuff like that. But I can sit on the porch. or whatever. I'll figure it out, you know. So Stanley's a good cat in the mood. It's a good cat in the mood. It is quiet because the walls are like this thick. Yeah. And then they have like a little like walkway down. I think I might put a couple plants out there. See about growing a couple plants because the whole place is surrounded by like a 12-foot fence. So I mean, and there's like a gate, but it just stays open. But I think people pretty much know like who's supposed to be there and who's not, you know. Anyway, it'll work, huh, Ma? It'll be all right. One step at a time. Anyway, I'm over the 30-minute mark. That's about all I got, I guess. I just wanted to come on and get some of my yah-yahs out. I think I'm going to go try and meditate with intention. Go into the no place space. I know you got a lot to say. Yep. I tried to watch the Spiderwick. I never watched the original. I don't. So it's fantasy movies are hit or miss with me, but I like that series, the Percy Jackson one. I like that one. We're like on the 3rd episode. I'm gonna start it because there's some shows I want to watch it. I dig it because this kid's like half god, half mortal. Mom's mortal, half god. I said, well, Ma. I said, Dad always kind of thought he was like a god, huh? God's gift to earth, huh? And it's like his favorite teacher at his school who kind of like looks after him, kind of mentor him. He turns out to be in the God world, Chiron, and I'm just like, yeah, buddy, this is cool. So anyway, maybe we'll watch after I meditate. We'll watch some of that while we're keeping cool. It stays pretty cool in this place until like about actually like in the evening, like 4 or 5. Then it starts. Oh, that's why I got stuffy because they were running around. I had to shut all the windows because Artie was getting stressed. So got. Then I say before, like there's a clothesline right there, right? But old girl, she tried to put up her clothesline rack. It just kept collapsing. She had no choice but to go use the clothesline. I'm just like, wow, that's funny. I'm not going to miss the content, frankly. No, I'm not going to miss the content. The peace, the serenity. I think that'll be cool, huh, Mom? Nice and quiet. There are little stairs. I might have to make like a little ramp or something for Luna Tickle. One step at a time. One step at a time. But yeah, this ultra. Oh, I didn't finish I got to finish that story. So, Flamson. So now I'm 3 schools in and didn't go to school for 7 weeks. And then we ended up when we lived in Flamson, we ended up literally living like Jerry he would walk from school and he would pass where we lived. He was on the football team, but he didn't want me to go to his games. He didn't want me there, but I wanted to go there. And I could go out in the evening and like hear it. The cheering and stuff. But I always did I didn't want to. Because there were times that, like, I accidentally told somebody, a girl that he went to school with, like, who he liked, and then it got back to her. And so, like, he became real shrouded, and so he didn't want me to participate in his life at all, I guess, from that point on. And it's just kind of been less and less, and now we have no contact for years, pretty much. Well, no, not years. But, like, no contact and same contact, is that kind of the same thing? Like, when you have, like, by script, the same conversations? Yeah. The girl, she's doing good in soccer. She's the captain of the volleyball team. Okay, yeah, life is great. You know, your career stellar, Anna's career stellar. Yeah. So, but he never wanted me to go. So, and I'd go. There's a tree out front yard, and I'd go out and sit in the tree, and I watch him walk by and wave, and he just resented us, and we just wanted to be there for him. But he was mad because he was getting thrown up against the wall by his drunk dad at home and shit like that. And so people are just take their shit out on me. They always have. And so you're just like, F it, you know? Like, you're miserable. Kimberly was our roommate. Solomon and Burl she was a freaking extremist. And I had the displeasure of one day listening to her explain the birds and bees to her like 6 and 8 year old. It was, God. Oh my God. So Mom said, F it, we're miserable, let's just go back to Reading. So we went back to Reading, and I started my 4th school at Deer Creek. Yeah, at the end of the year. And I was only there for a little while. Last day of school, I got in a fight with Tanya Patton. It wasn't much of a fight. I hit her once, and she told people I had a rock in my hand. I'm like, I didn't have no rock in my hand. But that was the only time I ever ever hit somebody first. Yeah. And I ain't never done it since. So I learned my lesson in the 12th grade. Has everybody else learned the lessons in the 12th grade? Have all the lessons been learned? Like, you don't hurt people. You gotta care about other people beside yourself and all that. And the funny thing about all that moving around the 6th grade, my 12th grade year, is that they had like need camp, right? Where 6th grade would go camping for a week. Environmental blah blah. I don't even know what it stands for. And every place I went, like, it was coming up and then we moved, or we got there and it just happened. Just in time. So I always missed it. And then you had me in brownies, which I hated, but I did like a over tune. That was painful. I did not like that at all. I got my badge for flipping a pancake, though. I could still flip a pancake. I learned that when I was like 9. Think all the. The only reason why I can do so much stuff is because I try it. I think about all the people, they don't even try. My whole life, I was like, let me do it. Let me do it. Like, let me drive. Let me steer the wheel. Let me do it. My grandpa used to let me drive. Let me do it. Yeah, you let me drive from time to time on like a dirt road or something. And I always wanted, I always like excavators. Let me do it. Like scoops and stuff. Like, let me do it. God, I bet I could I'd be a natural. Playing piano, let me do it. Just whatever. Cook, let me do it. Whatever. Go sit down and enjoy yourself. Let me do it. All right. All right. That's all I got for now. Thanks for hanging out. I hope you have a rad day. Peace.